Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RSO Podcast. We have a special guest today. His name is Adam Weiss. Now, if you don't recognize that name, you might know him better, as hundreds of thousands of his fans do, as Hootie Hoo. Hello, Hootie Hoo. Adam, welcome to the show. It is really a treat to have you. You have quite a following on YouTube, and what I'd like to do today, if you don't mind, is plumb the depths of how you got here and what some of your passions are. Obviously, they lean heavily towards guns and shooting
Oh yeah.
because you've got quite the YouTube channel on that topic.
Oh yeah. It is
So,
an honor to be in the presence of Mr. Ron Spomer. All jokes aside, I tell people I try to be the hillbilly or the younger version or the redneck version of Ron Spomer. That's really what.
that redneck spomer.
But no, awesome to be here.
Oh,
I've
crazy.
I've been looking forward to this and hanging out for a little while. But yeah,
Yeah, I have too. Well, that just takes us into your hunting career. When did you get started? Were you a country boy who was learning at your daddy's knee, or did you come to it later in life, like so many of us these days? How did that
yeah.
happen?
So my dad never hunted. I think I squirrel hunted like once growing up, maybe. But my first hunt, really, I think I was 21. A guy at work, I was a forklift driver at a warehouse, overheard some guys at lunch talking about deer hunting. And I
Mm-hmm.
call him an old timer. He was probably maybe 65. And
That's old.
and he said he was excited about me asking him. Of course, me now being a big time deer hunter, I love talking about deer hunting. So he was the same way. Like, you want a deer hunt? I will show you a spot on some public land. He sold me a
Yeah.
muzzleloader for $100 and told me how to use it and that sort of thing. And for 5, 6, 7 years, I still hunted that public spot and took a whole lot of whitetails. So that was my introduction to hunting, was whitetails in Tennessee from
Mhm.
a coworker who showed me a public land spot that I could deer hunt on. Then I was hooked.
That is that's a great story in so many ways. One is that deer hunter was willing to show you the ropes
Absolutely.
and bring you into the
Which,
fold. And I think that is critically important for all of us hunters to do with new
oh
hunters,
yeah,
whether they're young or old, doesn't matter. Bring them in.
absolutely. And since then, that's really a controversial topic. So a lot of people, it's just like fishing. I'm not going to show you my favorite spots, or I'm not going to show you where the deer are. But
Right.
that very spot that he showed me, I got the biggest whitetail I have ever taken. I think it was in 2008. Actually, I know it was a 13 pointer on public land from that very spot. So he
Yeah.
wasn't even showing me his, there might be a doe
His
there.
best
He
spot.
showed me an
Yeah.
awesome spot, and I
Yeah.
had seen since then. I've seen monster whitetail there. I hadn't shot them, but I've seen them there.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's the other thing is that a lot of folks think, it's just so hard to find private land to hunt on, and it's so expensive to go on guided hunts, so I'm not really going to bother. And here you are on public land in a fairly heavily hunted state, I would
yep,
imagine. Tennessee's not like no one ever hunts there,
yep,
right?
yep.
Got plenty of pressure, and yet you're finding success. So that I think gives us hope. Whether you are getting started in a empty Western state, empty, there's really no such thing
Yeah,
anymore, but or a crowded Eastern state, there are still opportunities out there if you either get invited by someone else to show you the ropes or just discover it on your own.
and to take that even a little bit further, these days it's even easier. So people ask me all the time, like, "Can you take me hunting or can you show me spots?" With the
Mhm.
technology now, I can show you on your phone,
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you, pull up the public land areas, and I can literally drop you a pin on spots to hunt, and you could be on the other side of the world, and I can show you
Yeah.
on the phone or on the computer, "Here's a public land spot,
Yeah.
here's a public land spot." It's really easy these days. Um,
Yeah. And that's kind of a relief too, because throughout my hunting career, I'm always conscious of and nervous about stepping on the wrong side of a line.
yeah,
you get onto some private property and you get into trouble, and that just ruins the whole program for
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
And the worrying about that while you hunt is just not the idea of a pleasant hunt. So, yeah, having a phone app like that, I use Hunt
I
Stand,
do.
and just to be able to look at it quickly and say, "Oh, I'm safe. This is public land, but I better not cross that line."
Yeah.
That really makes a difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I use hunt stands,
that is
and
great.
my wife loves that I use hunt stand because it keeps me from getting lost. Before the
My wife just says, "Go get lost."
No, I get lost. She needs somebody to come home and tag team with all the kids we got at the house, so got
Yeah, yeah. Well, see, our kids are gone, so my wife just as soon stay home and not have me interrupting her day.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're mostly a deer hunter. You don't do upland birds or waterfowl, any small game?
I did my first duck hunt this year, about a month and a
Uh-oh.
half ago. I got to go to Arkansas, had a
Oh my
blast, took
goodness.
a bunch, but,
Now your wife's not gonna see you around so much anymore.
yeah, I know, but now I've got all the duck hunting gear, so and I've talked to a few people here locally that duck hunt here in Tennessee too, so hopefully gonna get into it again next, duck season. And pheasant. I've seen pheasant with my own eyes, but I've never hunted them. So, my family on both sides, my mom and my dad and all my family still all live in Nebraska. So when I was a kid, we'd be walking, exploring grandpa's farm and whatnot, and there'd be pheasants popping up. What kind of bird is that? My dad, oh, that's a pheasant. Well, we don't
Uh-huh.
have pheasant in Tennessee. Um,
No.
I also saw pheasant in Montana when I hunted out there, but of course it wasn't pheasant season. So, but they're
Well
pretty.
well, listen, you probably have to get back to making some more videos if you have to do one a day. So we're probably going to ring off. Where will people be able to find you? You've got a YouTube channel that's called
Yeah, it's just called Hootie Hoo, WHOTEEWHO, Hootie Hoo.
Great. Do you have anything else? You like Facebook,
Yeah, we
Instagram,
do.
a website?
We do, Facebook, Instagram, we're posting there every day, a couple times a day, and then a new long format video on YouTube every day. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Hey, everybody, I just highly recommend this guy. He's unpretentious, he's honest and straight up, I think, from what I've seen Adam do. And he's not trying to blow any smoke, he just tells it as he sees it and as he discovers it. It's fun to ride along with him and learn as we go. And I don't think we do much better than that. So it's kind of like having a good buddy in front of you on the screen. And he can probably afford to buy more guns than we can, so we get to learn through him without having to spend all that money. But hey, we need to help the poor guy out because he's got to take one of every species with every cartridge in the world. This guy needs a lot of support. Hey, it's great having you, Adam, and we'll look forward to putting a pheasant hunt together with you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely. I get into trouble with
All
my
right.
wife when we talk about hunting. I could talk about hunting and firearms all day. So,
I can tell.
yeah, we could probably do this every day and have a new topic for a whole year. Like, I love to talk about this
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
And we haven't even mentioned turkeys or elk yet.
No. No, we haven't. So, I appreciate you having me on. I've enjoyed it, and
uh,
we'll have
it was our pleasure, Adam. We'll keep watching your channel and we'll make some plans for next fall, and who knows where this will go.
yeah, that
Thanks for joining us.
thanks for having me on.
Hey, everybody, that's our episode. I hope you enjoyed meeting Adam. Hootie Hoo, look him up on YouTube. I think you'll enjoy what you see. This guy's the real deal. Until the next time, this is Ron Spomer signing off on Honest and Shoot Straight.